All right, Coach, we have a perfect day for football. The roof is open, in fact, here at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Indianapolis Colts. Fielded about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Yellow, yellow. Mike, I got you. Yellow, yellow.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
53, Mike, 53. 15. Watch safety green. Watch safety green. Safety green.
Mahomes going to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have back on their heels.
Mahomes now to throw. And it's complete. Hooper. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They'll run on 1st down. Hines. Oh, what a juke into space. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready. 57 to Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
1st down, Brissett. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep. Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now on 2nd and 13, Brissett, the completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Brissett on 3rd and 2. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, the 40, the 20, 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I'll tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. It's caught. Block it. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Brissett. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. Put up.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Colts, nothing.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Brissett. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. This complete to Lockett. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Man left.
Here's Brissett. Ebron caught left side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. Accelerating, and off he goes. 20. 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On second down, this is Harris. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
It's our time.
First down, a run with Cohen. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brissett. He's got it to Hilton. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he completes it to Cohen. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Complete to Hilton.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Makes the score Dolphins 27, Colts nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
57, Mike.
Here's Brissett. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On 2nd and 12, Brissett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
The Colts take over first
Let's go,
and 10
boys. Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
They try again with Cohen. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Brissett now. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On first down, it's Hines, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. On 2nd and 12, Mahomes, he's got Green. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Yellow. Watch the run. We got it. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Come to my work.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He's got his man here. It's Green. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, 43, 15.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's complete to John Ross. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back. Around the 28.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
It's 2nd down.
Let's
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Yo, faster!
Operating from the gun. Hart. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Number 85. 1st and goal, Miami.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try to run with Hines. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Go!
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Watch the eye. 25, check 25. X3, 218, chopper. Yep. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield. Deep rip.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Nyheim Hines with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The run there on 1st down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Brissett, they'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. Brissett now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Brissett gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. Now Brissett. Nice game there. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. J.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. To try again after the sack. Brissett, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Brissett. Left side complete to Lockett. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now Brissett on fourth down. He's got Lockett. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Brissett on first down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw, Brissett. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. It's 3rd and long for Brissett. It's caught. Lockett. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. But he's got his man Hilton. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up 1st and goal. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Bang, 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 bang. Mike 57. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 57's the mic.
Brissett. And it's caught. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Brissett. The quick slant caught. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
It's caught inside the 25. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
At their own 45-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
That's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Miami, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.